Hey, Philip.
Hi, Meike.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes, and it's really curious because just a few days ago you came into my mind. I'm always amazed how that works.
Yeah, I wasn't planning to do it, but suddenly I
Yeah,
felt the impulse to.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Nice to see you.
yeah, you too. And now I feel there's a lot of excitement.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Good that we don't have to do anything with it. Let it be excited for a little bit. Doesn't disturb our connection. Ah.
Yeah, it's always a good reminder that it doesn't matter what is going on in the body. Yeah, I just keep thinking that I have to do something with it, but it's.
Yeah. Gosh, such a luck to know that, at least at moments. Nothing you have to do. It's just rather the opposite, isn't it? The less you do, the more you hear.
Yeah.
It's also that funny idea that there's control over what the body does.
Yeah.
I mean, not, there are some swamis around that have learned how to control the body, and, they can slow the heartbeat down and all those things. So if that is the interest of somebody, but if that is the path, then it seems like it's possible, but somehow it seems that's not our path. Huh? We just have to remind each other it's okay to be here just the way we are. Just like this.
Yeah, and then the heartbeat slows by itself. Yes, but it always goes back to that feeling that, oh, am I doing something wrong? And then,
Yeah,
but,
it does that automatically
yeah,
by itself. And I mean, what would we call that which is reporting on it? Because there's that which tells us.
What do you mean? What is seeing this?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
you're reporting, you're saying,
yeah,
oh, this is happening. And so what is that which says that, which is telling us this is what's happening? What is
yeah.
that?
But
Because
it
it's
is,
not the same frequency, isn't it? It's not the same. It's a little above or below or wherever, but it's noticing that, and then
yeah,
it's bearing it.
yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
Well, I am noticing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yes. I like that sentence.
But very easily when I notice it, and then I want to speak it or something, it easily gets mixed with the other frequency. And
Yeah, but even that you are able to share
yeah,
from that. It's quite amazing, huh?
yeah,
What is it that is noticing all of that and can share with all of us? What is that? It's amazing, isn't it? It's there at the same time.
yeah, yeah. It sees everything, but it doesn't do anything.
Exactly. Oh, that's my experience too. It sees everything, but it doesn't do anything about it. Because it's very smart, it knows it can't. That's my interpretation. So then it seems like there are those two aspects of life. That which is just always in, gosh, up and down. And just fixing, changing, getting rid of, and I mean, just the whole thing, and sometimes happy, sometimes not, and oh my gosh, the roller coaster. And then there's that, which is like, whoa, leaning back, or wow, shoo,
Yeah, yeah. And
yeah,
then there is that busy thing that is also trying to become.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yeah. There's also that which is trying all the time. Gosh, how do I get there? How do I get there? That's where I want to be. And it's all seen, and by
something bigger.
I mean, that's where God comes into the play, I guess, where because we don't know what to call that, so some say that's God, or that's awareness, or that's the observer, or there are so many different words for that. But in a way, it's kind of indescribable, I find. It's wow. Because it's not even just seeing with eyes, it's much, much bigger, isn't it? Just, yeah, there it is. Some call it the heart. I like that very much. It touches something in my system, just the word, but also meaningless in a way.
Yeah, and it makes a bit of connection between the body and the
Yeah. Kind of brings, for me, always it brings kindness in, on the physical level and compassion for this ever running system. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the thought comes then, what do I have to do with this body? No clue.
No clue. No, that's very hard for the mind.
Yeah.
Not having a clue. Very, very hard. And meantime, the body is just doing its thing, huh? Yeah, it's just constantly changing, making new cells and getting rid of old cells, and growing hair and growing, depends on what age the body is. And it's like, first it just gets all bigger, and all of a sudden there's a so-called adult, and then it goes the other direction, it shrinks again. Everything, it's just, that's what the body does. And then it's over all of a sudden. Then the body says, oh, body doesn't speak like that, but then it's just, okay, takes its last breath. But that might be always there, might be untouched. Mind can't say, body doesn't know. But seemingly there's something that is always unattached. Unattached, I don't like that word so much because it can feel so cold. But it is just there. It's just always there. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, now the image comes up like someone, like you're holding hands, like a father and a son, or mother and a daughter. That it's unattached, but it is.
But it is totally attached, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always there for
Yeah. It's always there. Yeah. And it's a deep knowing, isn't it? It's somehow, when my system by grace goes in that direction, it's like, oh, it does that. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I can also feel it. It's like opening here.
And then the mind, or whatever that is, thoughts like relax a bit, and it's like, wow, can't make a mistake, can't get it wrong, doesn't have to bother with getting anything right. Just here, just here, just here. letting it do its miraculous thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as you only get a little bit involved, then you're
Oops,
you're gone.
exactly. A little bit involved. The whoa, roller coaster. Can be fun too, maybe. And also the sharing, yeah? I just can feel what our exchange does to the whole universe in a way. It's like as if, from focusing and running around and having to do something, it's like goes into wow, we can having the privilege of sharing some moments with each other.
Yeah, really being
Like-minded,
together.
really being together, yeah. Recognizing the same, kind of riding the same frequency or wave, or being on the same wavelengths for a few moments. So it's such a delight. It's such a good medicine. What I can feel just for the physicality, it just gives every cell a little more space in a way. Oh. Simple, so simple. And you can't do it. It's just not possible.
Yeah, and it's okay also if sometimes you go into that roller coaster, that's just life.
Yeah. And you can see it's like it does it by itself, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm exploring again and again, but because there's always that some people talk about free will or you can change and you are in control and stuff. And man, when I'm looking, I personally can't find that. It's
No.
To me, it's more a happening. But what I can see is when the space opens up like that, it just wouldn't want to go there. But even that is not really a choice.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like, no, I'm not doing it, and I have a choice. But anyway, it's just interesting. And then also when it goes into those worlds, let's call it like that, if I had control over it, I tell you, I would not. I would not. I would not do that. I would stay here for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's also what's confusing for mind, and then comes the judgment. Why am I not staying here all the time? And
Yeah. And you can see that's only a question from from an aspect of us, maybe,
Yeah.
that has an idea how it should be, huh?
Yeah.
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 And there you
Exactly. I
again,
should
you
be.
come,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
you
already
should
know this. Yeah. I should.
Buddha, Buddha, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a joke. What a joke. Yeah. See, that seeing, at least, and there are so many different approaches and so many different paths. So that I'm not making anything right or wrong. I'm just sharing how it's been or how this journey is going. And it's like whenever it sees that there is no choice, something relaxes deeply
Yeah.
in my system. It's like, oh, shoo, I just thought I had control over something and I could have done it differently. And then, no, it happens definitely by itself. Oh, if I mess up somewhere, then there can be a repairing, but it comes from a different place. It's like, wow, I'm so sorry, or whatever it is. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Wow, from here I can see, and I hope I didn't do too much damage.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my experience as well. If you talk
Yeah,
about it, I feel how it relaxes.
yes, I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear. Mm.
Hey, thank you, Meike. Very nice
Oh,
to be here again, and thank you also for
very
all the YouTube videos, because I'm still watching those almost every week. So
oh,
very helpful.
Boris, thank you for mentioning it, because it's so important for all of us to know that, because there is kind of a core group that comes regularly, and so that
Mm.
we all know that there are lots of friends out there, beloveds out there that really benefit from this. So thanks for mentioning that.
Yeah. So
That's
it
why
still
we
feels
can
quite yeah, how do I say it? Like no, like already I know you people quite well because I've watched so many videos, and so being
Yes,
here feels very normal.
yes,
Somewhere.
yeah, and you're definitely part of our family here, of our
Mhm.
Sangha, definitely. So thanks for looking in, showing yourself from time to time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you,
Mm.
everyone.
Ah, lots of love. Mm. So good to hear, huh? That, yeah, friends of ours benefit from us coming together. Judith.
Yeah, that is so nice. So
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
And also, again, just the whole conversation.
Mm.
It's it's just drinking.
Mm.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And over again. It's never boring. And it's
Mm.
amazing that it really wants to hear it again and again.
Mm. Yes. It opens, that hearing again and again, it just opens doorways, doesn't it? It's like, oh, yes, yes. Yeah. And we can see, you know, the more these body systems relax in a way, and it is relaxing, the more we can shine through, huh? Our true nature, whatever we want to call that, can shine through.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden there we are. Here I am. And then this whole body system can be used, or it can show itself also differently when it can relax. Oh my gosh, it walks. It walks differently, it talks differently, it lives itself totally differently. Isn't it? It's wow. Yeah.
And even when it's not relaxed, my experience starts to happen now. That it can even shine through, even when there is contraction and tension and adrenaline rush, that it somehow stays and can shine through without
So
getting
happy.
involved. Yeah.
So happy to hear.
And that doesn't mean that there is discomfort, but when it's just not touched,
Yes.
you know what you love, then it can even shine.
Yes.
And that's really amazing. That's somehow exploring here and seeing that it can stay here even when it is not at ease.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mm. Eternity. Yeah, no words actually, and such a sense of fulfillment, simplicity.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Thank you. Don't want to leave, eh? Don't want to leave. Let's see it together.
Big hug. Big hug. Mm. Mm.
Well, practical. I need to leave a little bit earlier, 12:15 here.
Thanks for letting us know. Elsa.
Hey, Meike.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Oh, it's so good to be here and to hear my language being spoken. It's like, oh, it's meeting me so deeply. The way we speak, we understand each other, and even without speaking, you know, just coming into this meeting and the silence. And it was like, oh my God, I'm so happy to be here. Mm. This is my true family. Here I am in Europe with my family. And you'd think we speak the same language, but and it's so beautiful here. And I am so loved and welcome. But when it comes to speaking, oh, oh. No. So, oh, just grateful. Just grateful to be here, and the freedom of what you explored with Philip, you know, just that freedom of we don't have to do anything, we don't have to be anything, control anything.
As if we could, huh?
As if we could. Yeah. Yeah.
As if we had any say. I mean, that which thinks that is in control. We're speaking about that. God. And it's trying to control, and it has no control whatsoever. It's such a joke in a way.
I know. And there's such an importance here on having opinions.
Yeah.
And on right and wrong, and on politics, and on, you know, it's like, I'm just, you know, I'm not even interested, but that is looking rather odd in the context that I'm in here right now. So,
Mm.
so it's a really interesting journey for me with this nervous system to stay home. You know, even when comparison wants to happen, or expectations are being felt, or, you know, all of that happens within family.
Yeah. Wow,
But
what a beautiful opportunity.
oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And discovering all the little tools that help me. Like on day one, I started to pick up the paintbrush and I just go out painting. Painting this beautiful country, you know, and it's like, it helps.
Mm.
It's and many other tools that are like, here I am.
Mm. Glad to hear.
Mm. 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 Home,
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 sweet home.
home, sweet home. So easy. Yeah. Just here. Mm. Mm. Thank you, Meike.
Thank you, Elsa.
Mm. Lovely to see you from Europe
Yeah, I
at
can
10 in the
smell
morning.
the air. Yeah.
Oh,
I can smell
spring.
it. Uh,
Oh, the spring here is so gorgeous.
I
Oh,
know.
oh, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Mm. Thank you.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Luciano.
It's been an interesting 3 or 4 days lately.
Only.
Only, yeah, only, but a bit more interesting. Yeah, yeah,
Lucky you.
yeah, it's been interesting, very interesting.
Do you want to talk about it? You
Yeah,
want to
just
share?
a bit. Yeah,
Yes,
because
please. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been on the road for the last 3 days,
Yeah.
riding
On
the
that motorbike? On
yeah,
that far out.
yeah,
Is that a
just
triumph or what is it?
yeah, it's a triumph. How do you know it's a
Oh,
triumph?
oh man.
It's a
I
Thunderbird.
like it.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
great fun.
Beautiful. Mm.
Went down, saw Gabrielle and my daughter and grandson, and spent a few days with them, and riding back home. And I only got in about an hour before we started today, so there's a lot of road energy here, still
Mm.
finding its way out.
Mm. Digesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talked earlier, do we really have a choice? And and how we, like an incident happened on the way up, and I'm traveling on the freeway, doing 120 k's an hour, and overtaking this forward drive with a little fishing boat on the back of the trailer, and I'm overtaking,
Mm.
and when the experience is when you're on a motorbike at 120 k's an hour going down the freeway, you want to stay alive, or there's a willingness to wanting to stay alive. So there's a awareness, but there's also strong presence in
Yes.
doing it.
Yes, exactly. Mm.
And with not even, it was all happening at the same time. The trailer started moving across to my lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the
Yeah.
same
Classic.
time, huh?
Classic.
Yeah, absolutely classic. And it's like, and I'm on 2 wheels going on the road, and it's like, and at the same time, something here knew. It wasn't a split second. It was all happening at the same time to move across the lane as all of that was happening and continue on. And as I was doing that, the old boy that was driving the 4-wheel drive was putting his hand going, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and as I continued on, it was like no reaction, no malice, no sorry, no, just it's all, everything's in perfect motion,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
and trusting that everything is in perfect motion
Mm.
or inaction.
Mm.
Inaction.
Mm.
It's quite, those moments of surreal moments give rise to the knowledge that all of this is unreal. It's like time and space and interactions and reactions, and how life, or we perceive life to live itself out. And it was really interesting, very interesting, being my daughter's energy and seeing how the worries that she has been at that age, and seeing her partner who feeling, big-hearted young man, just right there for her and for me as well, and how everything is just perfect, people that we're with or not with, and surrendering to life as it unfolds.
Yeah.
Lately in the sits here, there's a sensation. I'd like it if there's something you can add to this. There are sensations that are, it's like there's something's attached to the body with a heavy weight, and the body's just in meditation just sinking. It's like there's deep sinking presence that's going on. And at times it's like I is going to disappear. Like it's like, whoa. It's like, and then something's goes, oh, that's enough, because, and make a movement or something to. Can you speak to that, please, Meike?
That which says this is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, needs to
And
be
also,
honored.
yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be honored. And also, what else?
And also that which is sinking, that which is disappearing.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there seems to be two. It appears that there's like the I the I consciousness, or the I mind is identifying with the consciousness, the broader aspect, and in that it's disappearing it.
Yeah.
And that is experienced through this system as almost like drowning.
Yes. Makes totally sense to me.
Oh, good. Because it doesn't here.
Because it seems like that something tries to get away.
Yeah, it's
through meditation. Yes.
And it's something is like it's running, and on the other scale, when there's a lot of energy, it's almost as if it's being chased. And it wants to run away from whatever or is chasing it. As if that makes any sense. That's the feeling it feels like. So it's like almost like a panic.
Yes.
There's nothing here. There are no tigers in the room. I know there's a recognition that it's old information, and it appears the experiences appear to be polarized. One running away and the other one sinking, and it's like it's and it's going none of it is. All of it's being experienced within the body. There's mind that wants to make some sort of ideas with it. Again, all of it's being seen within that a space back here. which gives it some solace and gives it some reprieve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not it. There's something not gelling.
Do you meditate with closed eyes?
Sometimes, sometimes I do, and I listen to. I'll listen to Jayasagar on some aspect of non-duality, or some sages, or I go. And yes, when I start, sometimes I keep my eyes open, and then I close my eyes, and it seems to go like, boom, here we go, down. It's like it's like in another. It's almost like in another realm.
Yes. I would recommend to keep your eyes open.
Okay.
Just so that something knows you're here. And it's like, for the system, it's for the most of our systems. I mean, I just see and hear that again and again. It's very, very, very difficult to travel realms when the body system isn't anchored. It seems like as if it's losing itself, and it really doesn't like that. It likes to, it's my experience, it likes to be here, or it likes, at least it likes to know that there's someone that takes care about the physicality.
Yeah, almost like as if it likes to have a foot in both realms.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember, when Isaac and I, we went to the Oneness University, and they had these cosmic beings there. They called them cosmic beings. People from different countries, even not only from India. And they were in another realm, whatever it was, spirit or what was in another realm. But their bodies were looked after. All of them had at least 2 people, if not more, that would take care about their body. So they didn't have to. They could leave the body behind, and those other spiritual beings, so because they knew what they were doing, they would look after the bodies. They would guide them, they would wash them, they would feed them, they would bring them to toilet and all those things. So those who were out in other realms did not have to take care about the body and didn't have to worry about it. And it made so much sense to me. I mean, if you want to do those kind of travelings and explorations, it's not for everybody, but I liked it. And so there, when you speak, it makes so much sense. If the body is not fully looked after and feels totally safe where it is, it can't really let go. Then, that's why I would recommend to keep your eyes open until the system really feels safe, and see what happens then. But you will always notice when it's not. That's the moment where you got to anchor again. It's like, okay, I'm here. So eyes open will support that, because then at least there's it's like, okay, this is the world here. This is here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if you want to explore other realms, something needs to take care about the body. Otherwise it freaks out. It's again and again. Body doesn't like
it seems to.
body, which makes sense,
Yeah.
Yeah. So something is not resonating.
Yeah, there's stuff, stuff, energy, whatever, patternings that are coming through, and obviously have been more so in the last 4 weeks or so, as I've not been engaged so much in the world and pull back a bit, that come up. And even during the night and sleeping, and I raised this with Isaac, it's there's no control, there's no, you know, I'm not doing this, this is not me, but there's energy, and there are energies and patterns that are coming through, and there's enough awareness to let them come and go.
Yes.
But some keep reoccurring. Yeah. And even though there's space here to see that, yeah.
Yes.
It keeps the system engaged in it somehow.
Yes.
And
I hear you.
yeah. So in the meditation aspect, it's almost as if, in going deeper, it's almost as if it leaves that to give itself some respite. And in that, there's as you say, a disconnection from the body. But at the same time, there's, you know, awareness drops in and out. And then when it comes back, so to speak, it comes back in a little bit more into the body, slowly but surely it reorientates itself back into body, time, space, and moves from there. It actually feels pretty good. In you know, in the body, it feels quite, it's like, oh, that's really nice here. There's something here that's deep, quiet presence. But then it also finds that as it moves through the day, if it comes, you know, it comes to someone or something that's not aligning, it gets re-triggered, then it goes back into, oh shit, here we are again. You know. So I'm about to go back to work next week after having some time off. And there's like, oh, here we go, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 It's really tricky stuff, because that's the other side of the polarity, if there is such a thing, you know. It's structure, stress, fear, environment, which is intense. And I hear what you've said with regards to keeping eyes open, and that will help keep one foot in, one foot out. But there's also a lot going on here, which I don't have control over, and it's moving. It appears to be moving in a certain direction.
Okay, so we can play with that. We can play with that.
Okay.
No problem. We can play with that. So let's just see if we can come back to, you know, that.
Body,
just including embodiment, and let's see if that field in which we are can shine through. So, you know, we're kind of more leaning into that which is noticing, which is ever present. See, I'm getting a breath. So we're kind of not engaging in any energies right now, but we know where they are. And then let's
Yeah.
just see, let's
Yeah.
see if we can get a sense of, let's just pick one of those energies. Yeah, so we've got to slow it down so that
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's not overwhelming.
No, it's not overwhelming.
No, so let's just take, we can tell them, okay, we're here to look at all of you. Let's just start with what comes first. Not engaging, not identifying, just, okay, let's just see if we can build a bridge in a way and communicate. Ah, that was beautiful. That did something. Yeah. So kind of keeping it there, and we're building a bridge. It's like, okay, I'm stopping. I'm here. We're both here, and our friends witnessing.
Yes, I feel that.
Yes. So which is, wow, it needs all of us. So each one is very, very important, just where you are. So we're building a bridge. And let's just see if it's possible to have a bit of communication. It's like, gosh, okay, we're not running, we're stopping here. How can we assist? What, what do you need from us? Can we assist even? So not letting it come and take over.
No, no.
Yeah, it's cool. So there's a gate on the bridge. Yeah, so just that it knows, So
Sure.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
if you want communication, this is how it needs to be. I'm willing to communicate. I'm not willing to take on, but I'm here. I'm present. Happy to assist. Let's see. Yeah. Can you describe what's happening?
Oh, look, it's it, okay. It's a flavor, if you know,
Mhm.
in the soup. But
Okay.
it's yeah, if you can imagine that, or a color that's distinctive throughout the whole painting.
Mhm.
It has a white wash throughout the whole painting, whatever description, but
Mhm.
it's consistent, and
Okay.
it's expressed throughout my whole life, and I can see it, and I can feel it, and at times it can come up. In a shadow, so to speak. So you can't really quite get it. and sometimes it's right here, and the effect of it is seen by people, and they're not sure what's going on, and neither am I.
Mhm.
But it's really powerful, and it doesn't feel very nice.
Okay.
It's like it's really.
Mhm.
You could almost call it dark,
Mhm.
and it's very powerful and
Mhm.
scares the shit out of this system.
Okay, cool. Is it possible, because somehow that bridge thing didn't work right now, which is totally fine. So is it possible to have that, all of that flavor, that whitewash, that soup flavor, that darkness, all of that you mentioned, is it possible to take it out of your system and have it wherever, left, right, in front of you, so that we can have a one-on-one conversation with it? Is that possible?
Okay.
Yeah, just that that it comes in okay is amazing. Let's just see if it's possible. Because there's somehow an aspect or an energy, whatever it is, and it seems like it's sometimes mixing with you.
Oh, it's absolutely.
Let's see if we can separate it so that we can have a conversation with it. Because it's not you, it's very clear. It's somehow, it's snuck
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
And let's
It's
just see. Is it possible?
there's a trusting here to say yes.
Far out. Okay, let's just sit with that for a moment. Wow, that's huge.
But and know that there's
You can say but is all right.
and
And
there's a
yes.
and there's as this is as we're opening that possibility, there's an incredible fear, I guess, or trembling and so on, as it's being acknowledged,
Oh, cool. Let's be with the trembling and the fear. Let's hold hands with it. Just letting whatever that trembling and fear, energy, we're here. We're here. We're not leaving. We're here. We're here. And you're not identifying with that.
I'm here.
Yeah, fantastic. So there's, in the oneness
There's
world too.
Yes, there's a gap here.
Yes.
Oh, well, it's balloons are going up everywhere. Where do they come from?
Wow. Oh, did I do this on the screen?
Yeah, all these colored balloons going up.
Oh, fantastic. I like that. Yeah. So you can see this is very courageous.
It's not mine. There's a recognition here that doesn't belong to this system, per se.
There you go. There you go.
And there's an understanding of where it's. But I don't want to, I don't want to get into mind trying to figure it out. But it's very interesting to see it. you know.
So what can we offer that energy? Because it obviously wants a form, it wants a host or whatever. You know, it
Yes,
seems like
it's like that's a very good word. It wants a host, and it's had this system as a bloody host for too long, for so long.
I mean, I would take that one too. Just the perfect host, man.
Oh,
So let's see if we can offer that energy something different. Because you had enough. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, I explored the other day with another friend of mine, exactly the same thing. Also having an energy around that's not, you know, but offering it guidance. Let's just see if there's anything, you know, if it's, I don't know, a tree or whatever it is. So obviously it wants shape and form and somewhere to live. Let's just see. So that that war stops right here, right now. Because it also doesn't make it happy, you know. It's like it's
no,
not
there's
nice
no.
being and having a host that doesn't want me, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
no.
Like, it's not
It,
fun.
it's no, it's definitely over and
Yeah.
done with. That's for sure.
So can we offer it something? And let's just see if we can get a sense of what it would like. So that we, you know, making peace of us. So that we're not, we're together here.
It's a very young organization. You know, it appears to be a young organization.
Yeah.
And it finds it hard to put into words what it wants or what it's seeking.
So let's
Um,
see if we
and
can
it's
find
really shit scared.
Yeah. Yeah. And just see again, not identifying.
No, it's there's enough space not to, but it's also there's a willingness to bring it through, so to speak. So it's staying on the edge of the coin.
Yeah, exactly.
So just yeah.
Fantastic.
So it's like that at the moment, you know.
Yes.
Giving
I
it a
can
little
see.
bit of acknowledgement and also enough peace to bring it forward a bit and staying in line.
Yes.
But it's
Yeah. It's desperate.
yeah, it's been on the edge of death. Yeah, it's been on that edge of death. So, and it probably even experienced death and come back. So that shock of exiting the body and then coming and the memories coming through now and coming back into the body, not being able to express what the fuck just happened. So the trauma of that is still somewhere held in this system.
So now it sounds totally different than to what was expressed in the beginning. I'm very happy to hear this.
It's a mixture of
more...
yeah, it's you know, there's not just the one story. It keeps coming in. There's almost like chapters are being overlaid.
Okay.
So it's not, and there's no control over this. You know, I'm not.
No.
All I can do is just stay in it, or be aware of it anyway.
Yes, just be aware of it. Exactly. Not getting caught in it.
No.
You know, being the space of it. and slowing it down.
Sure.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah.
Just that slowing down. Just look what that does.
Really interesting. Because it's very interesting. Because
Yes.
the frequent, yeah,
Mhm.
like there's a knowing here that there's a frequency that
Mhm.
that exists when there's riding a motorbike at 120 kilometers an hour, whatever, on a and being totally present and alert and at the same time the closeness to death and trauma and high sexual experiences, and all of that has a band of frequency.
Yes.
There's something doesn't distinguish between all of that in that band.
Mm.
And this body at the moment is experiencing it, all of those, without actually experiencing it. So it's happening in the body. I can feel all of those things happening, yet there's still enough awareness to allow it to come through. But I can tell you, this is incredibly it's incredibly fine.
Yeah.
It's a very fine band of frequency
Yes.
that's existing, that's playing itself out here at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow there's an attachment to keeping it because it's like an adrenaline rush, and it has it's something that's it's hard to distinguish it from who I am to what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Really good to see this, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really thanking everybody for holding this space for this to come through. And I'm hoping I'm not taking up everybody's time.
It's a privilege. I'm speaking on behalf of everybody, but definitely for myself. Gosh, here's something very beautiful happening. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's as it is leaving, or as the frequencies calming down, whatever, there's grief in tears are forming, and there's grief in it, in the acknowledging that it doesn't have the power anymore. it doesn't have the and it's all wanting to cry,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
as yeah.
I mean, to me, it feels like it's a release just by that exploration that you just did, where you saw something very, very important
Yeah.
and could acknowledge.
Yeah.
And there is just a release coming through that. It's absolutely exquisite. Yeah.
Well,
It's
you know,
just unraveling and
yeah, it's like a Rubik's cube
shifting.
just coming
Yeah.
into, you know, coming
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
colors,
the
you know.
colors.
It's like it's yeah, it's all the colors are starting to come in, you know. It's really weird.
But how
Yeah,
did
it's
you
like,
do it?
I don't know. It's like that.
And you hear the cracking even.
Yeah. It's really weird. Yeah, you know, far out. Man, gee, they had a trip, didn't they? They're far out. Oh, man. Geez, that, you know, it's like, you know, it's like the canvas is clearing from all the paint that's been splashed on it, you know, by all of these so-called, you know, religious beings and orders and stuff. And it's like the canvas is starting to become clearer. And it's you know, just why the fuck they did it. And I know it was all done. They had no choice. Gee.
Yeah, gee. Yeah. It's
Why just
over.
couldn't they leave the canvas? Why couldn't they leave it clear? Couldn't they? And it comes through in so many different forms. It's not just the one, you know. It comes in on different ways.
Sweetheart.
It's not just I know Karma's here holding me, bringing me, giving me touch, but it's not.
It's over. It's over. It's over. Beloved Luciano, it's over. Feel that hand of your beloved right next to you. Yeah. No need to look back, no need to go back. You just said yourself, the canvas is clean. Done. Took only 60 years or something. In this lifetime. Yeah. Newborn.
Oh man.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm. Mm.
So much punishment just to exist, you know,
Mm. Mm.
just for existing.
Mm. Yeah. And again, it's over. I mean, I understand the upset, and it's good to express it. And it's over. That's my job to tell you that. But you can just whirl a bit more and you're upset. It's totally fine.
Ah,
Ah, yeah. I'm feeling a lot of joy. I don't punch me, but I'm
I've got
feeling so much joy. There is just, oh, I just feeling that.
is he staying here?
Oh,
Yeah. I've got Karma next to me here holding my hand.
no, I know. I love that she's there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. I could write a book on just what's happened today, you know. There's so many
Mm.
images and information coming through this past the screen, and threads being connected, and others being disconnected, and
Mm.
it's you know, I could paint a canvas, you know,
Mm.
within a
Maybe
few
it's,
moments.
yeah, maybe it's good to do that.
Oh, I'm not an artist. Maybe if I had
Doesn't matter.
Zoe's you know, articulate expressions, I would, but
But that's not what it's about. That's not what it's
no,
about.
yeah,
No.
it's 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 really quite um yeah, yeah. Shit.
So, you know, let's just see. Let's just see if it's possible, because so there is a kind of, you know, what's the new coming out of all that seeing, Luciano? I'm not sure if I'm too fast, but I have a feeling it is the time to focus, to let that in. Let's see it like that. Let's see if it's possible to open that one window, letting this energy move freely wherever it needs to go, and see what the gift is out of the whole setup. You know, now it's freeing itself. That energy is moving. It's leaving. So what are you here for? That's gone. What are you here for? Who are you without that? Is it too early to focus on that?
It's still finding its ways out.
Mm-hmm. But did my words come in just a little bit?
Yes.
Ah, cool. That's all I needed to hear.
There's some tissues here. Excuse me for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just going to put you on speaker so Karma can hear what's going on.
Okay. Mhm. So I'm curious also for Karma.
One sec.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, one sec. No, stay
You
here for a
can't
sec.
hear?
Hang on, one sec. Okay.
So I'm curious.
Up the top, not up, up. Beam.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Ah.
He's about to remove the whole screen.
Okay.
The lens.
so
Yes.
what's the gift out of it all? Who are you now? What are you here for? That's the next, Luciano. That's the next. This is on its way out, if not already gone. What's your gift to share with the world without that old stuff? Time to move on from where I'm looking. You kind of, now you're the butterfly. You just came out, you know, your wings are still there. What are your colors? Dream of that. Mm. Meeting all those beautiful flowers.
Without going into mind, there's the deepening of presence. Of awareness. So it's like the transformer has increased its potential to be.
What a gift. So much to be grateful for. Little wiggle. I saw that. I saw
Is it the
that.
way?
You tell me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's okay. It's still, it's still
Yeah.
dry
Yeah.
and wings.
Yeah, it's still drying wings.
Yeah.
So I'll just
Yeah.
stay on the flower and
Yes. Stay
and
on.
uh, and just stay here for a moment.
Yes. It's unfolding beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Mm. So exquisite. Wasn't that just absolutely exquisite? Yeah, look. Mm. Mhm. Thank you all for showing up. Thanks for most beautiful exchanges. Mhm. Yeah. Love and peace. Mm. Ciao.